Hi everyone, it's week 14 in Humanities 103, Mythology. Here's your list of tasks for the week. After you have finished watching this overview video, you have 3 different readings that are all based on American trickster stories. So most of us have heard about Coyote and Raven, indigenous American tricksters. There we have a video, Raven Steals the Light. And the American trickster tales are ones that are primarily located in the South. So maybe when you were little, somebody read you stories of Brer Rabbit or some of the Southern stories. And so that is a whole list of these very short, very fun trickster tales that are uniquely American. And I'd like you to choose 3 of those, any 3 that you wish, and read those. And then to wrap up this week's readings and work with tricksters, you'll have a discussion called Mapping the Characteristics of Mythical Tricksters. Last week you read this article, which came from a volume called Mythical Trickster Figures by William Doty and William Hines, Mapping the Characteristics of Mythical Tricksters, a Heuristic Guide. If you've ever wondered what the word heuristic means, it's kind of an academic word, but you might run across it. And really, it's a Greek word for a type of problem solving that is just kind of loosely based on observation, on trial and error, on previous knowledge. So these guys looked at a whole bunch of trickster tales, and out of that, they extrapolated or extracted 6 different types of tricksters that they saw. And so I would like you to be pretty conversant with these 6 different types, because that's what you're going to use in your discussion. And I have to tell you, there's going to be something coming up on your final quiz that also has to do with this article. So please make sure that you've read it. Here's your discussion for this week. There is no reading response. You don't have to respond to anybody else's. However, remember, you always can, and it's always fun to read other people's discussion posts to see how they responded to an assignment. But what I'd like you to do is to go back over the readings for either this week or for last week, when we've really looked into these trickster stories, and I want you to choose one. Doesn't matter which one. And I'd like you to analyze it using the method that is outlined in the reading, the Mapping the Characteristics of Mythical Tricksters, which means that you have to look at that trickster character, look at the sorts of things that he or she did in the story, how they acted, how they were described, and then figure out which one of those 6 trickster characters describes them best. And then do a very short analysis. And I've given you an outline there. So start out by giving a little bit of background about the myth. Be sure and tell us what the title is, what culture and time period it came from. And then I want you to put that trickster character under the magnifying glass. What did they look like? What did they act like? How do they speak? What sorts of things do they say? And then tell us what type of trickster that is. And then show us at least 2 examples from the story that support your claim. So, what did they say? What did they do? How did they act? That supports whichever character type you chose, and makes kind of a good, strong case for your decision. All right, so that should be a fun discussion post. Once you've turned in discussion number 8, you have one more thing to do for this semester in Humanities 103. You have the final quiz, which is a summary of everything that we have covered so far this semester. There are the instructions. The final quiz consists of 28 short answer, fill-in-the-blank, true, false, and multiple choice questions. It's identical in format to our midterm quiz. There are 60 points possible. The questions cover information presented during weeks 1 through 14 of this semester, and you may access all course resources during the quiz. So if you come to a question that you want to go and look up some information, you can click away, you can look that up, in the modules in our course on Canvas, and then you can click back to the quiz and you can continue. However, once you I think it says close or finish, once you click that button to indicate that you are finished with the quiz, you cannot get back into it. It's a one-time thing, so you have to finish it in one sitting. However, I've been really liberal with the number of hours that you have available. You have 4 hours to finish this, which should give you plenty of time to look up any of the resources on our course site that you need. Please do not access any sources outside of the course readings because there's no guarantee that you're going to get the correct information. Okay, so there it is available from 12 a.m. on Wednesday. That's April 19th. And it's open all the way through Sunday, April 30th. That gives you a week and a half to access that quiz. This will be my last overview video because, as I said, you're really winding down the work for this semester. If you have any questions at all about any previous assignments or the quiz itself, please contact me via our Canvas inbox or the Ask the Instructor discussion forum. Okay, I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.